The Voice of the Rain by Walt Whitman. Let us read the poem line to line. And who art thou? Said I to the soft falling showers. Who art thou? Thou here means you. It's in American English. Art means are. Who are you? Interrogation. There's a question. Said I to the soft falling showers. Soft falling showers here refer to the rain. Now the poet has asked a question. When he sees that it's raining, he just wants to talk to the raindrops. He just wants to ask to the raindrops, who are you? Which strange to tell. It was very strange to tell you. Gave me an answer. Who gave the answer? Obviously, raindrops gave the answer. To whom did they give the answer? Obviously, to the poet. So, in the very first line, here I stands for poet. And who art you? Said I to the soft falling showers. I stand for poet. Which strange to tell. What I am going to tell you, it seems to be very strange. Gave me an answer. The rain showers responded to my question, gave me an answer as here translated. The answer which the raindrops gave me, I am going to translate, explain here for you. I am the poem of the earth. I am. In third line, I stand for rain. I am the poem of the earth, said the voice of the rain. How can the rain answer? How we can say is the voice of the rain? There is personification. In the whole poem, the poet is talking to the rain shower, the falling showers, as a human being. There is a conversation between the poet and the shower, falling shower of the rain. Voice of the rain, eternal. That means everlasting. It's endless. I rise. I again stand for rain. Impalpable, untouchable. We can't touch it. Just imagine when the water starts evaporating. Can you touch it? No. We never experience even that thing. We never see it. Never try to see the practical, how the water is being evaporated. So it is untouchable. When I rise, that means when it starts moving upward in the form of evaporation, it is untouchable. Nobody can touch it. Untouchable out of the land. Out of the land means from the water course, from where it starts evaporating, and the bottomless sea, endless seas. The seas are having endless water in it. That's why we never, recognize. We never see to it that the water is evaporating, because there is a lot of water. Endless water is there in the sea. So we never bother how much water is evaporated upward. Where it goes, it starts moving upward to the heaven, to the endless sky. Whence, that means where. Rough, vaguely is known as roughly. Vaguely formed, altogether change. Now what happens when it starts moving towards the heaven? After a particular height, that steam starts changing into the droplets because of the low temperature. At the height, it starts changing the form. It starts converting into the droplets once again. Changes altogether, and yet the same. This is the beauty of the poem. The water is the same inside, whether it was the steam or it was the droplet. The water is the same, but it moves upward to the heaven, and because of light in weight, it goes upward. Then it starts changing its form after a particular height, and that steam starts converting into the raindrop, again into the water drops. Is changed the form together, but still the same. The basic element, the water, is the same. I descend. After going upward, change the form, droplets, then droplets condenses again, takes the form of the clouds, and when the clouds burst, that same water I descend. Again I stand for the rain. The rain is answering, I descend. Descend means come down. I descend to lave. To lave means to wash the droughts. If there is no rain, we can all imagine everything, there will be droughts. Nothing will grow. I descend. So what for? With what purpose the raindrop or the rain comes down to the earth? To wash the droughts. If there is no rain for a long time, there will be drought. So it washes all the droughts, atoms, that tiny particle in the atmosphere, dust layers. Have you ever experienced when there is no rain, or before the first rain in the month of, you can say, May, June, the atmosphere is totally covered with dust particles, the sand of the globe of the universe, and all that in them without me. What is there in the globe? All that in them without me. Me means rain. If there is no rain, if I don't come down to the earth, what will happen? Were seeds only, because we saw the seeds in the ground, and the farmer, the people, they wait for the rain. Just imagine there is no rain, what will happen? The seeds will remain under the ground as seeds, latent, hidden under the ground, unborn. The seeds won't burst and won't become the sapling if there is no rain, and forever, day and night. Because this water cycle, it's a continuous process. Day and night I give back life to my own origin. Origin means the birthplace, from where I have taken the birth, from where I have started. So day night I am just fulfilling the demand of my birthplace. I am just making my earth beautiful. I am just giving life to the earth after coming down, and make pure and beautify it. It stands for the birthplace, origin place. You can say the earth. I come down to make it pure, because it used to wash all the dirt particles, atoms, and all that, and makes it beautiful for song. Last two lines are not connected with the poem. For song issuing from its birthplace, after fulfillment wandering. Actually, music has its own origin. It starts from one place, then it keeps on echoing somewhere, and then comes back after fulfilling its purpose, giving the, what you can say, the soothness, giving the peace to the people. It comes back to its origin. In the same way, the earth, the rain is doing its work continuously, reckoned or unreckoned. Whether we care about it, recognize it, or we don't care about it, with love returns. It has the love for the earth, it has the love for its origin place, so it comes back regularly. The water is continuously evaporating, whether it's winter, summer, there may be, the ratio may be different, but the water keeps on evaporating, changing its form, converting into the droplet. Then the droplet starts condensing, that takes the form of clouds, and then the same water comes down to the earth in the form of the same rain. So it is a phenomena, is a continuous process going on. Whether we recognize it, we take care of it or not, it keeps on going and makes the earth a beautiful place to live it. You can imagine, if there is no rain, have you ever experienced how will the trees on the roadside grow if there is no rain? Who is watering them? The seeds, they are falling in again, and the rain is just giving the water to all that, and it's converts into the sapling, and then plants, then trees, big trees. So it's a natural phenomena. So this was the conversation between the poet and the raindrops. So we can say there is personification in the poem. That's all for today.